Hey guys, Tagged You here. I'm on the test server right now. We're just gonna check out this new goddess, Nox. She's a control mage. She's very preemptive in her combat, where basically her abilities don't really do damage unless her enemies are using abilities. She sounds like an interesting god, so let's just go into a jungle real quick and just mess around and check it out real quick, see what she can do.
Nox.
I'm gonna go ahead and just leave her skills on auto level for the moment, just because I don't know anything about her really. And we'll just get into the jungle practice. And I'm not gonna spend a lot of time because I'm busy moving, but we'll just check her out a little bit and see.
I will spread night across this battlefield.
Okay, that's dumb. Somehow I ended up not in jungle practice. Sorry, it's early. Apparently I just can't read right
Nox.
now.
Don't fear the night. Embrace
level
it.
up a bit first.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with her recommended kit, because she does need to get in the middle of fights occasionally, but she has no escapes. I'm going to go with a little bit of protections, but mostly straight damage. We'll go check out Robot, and we're going to try out the ability she has that basically screws the enemies when they cast abilities. Alright, so we're going to start with a Nightfall Raven, and then a Night Terror. Apparently Robot's smart enough not to cast, maybe? Not sure why Robot's not attacking me now.
The glow.
So you can see her cooldowns are actually really short.
Bathe in the glow.
Silence. Consume. Good night.
So you can see she's got 3 candles built up. Once she gets 4 candles, she gets a free ability that costs no mana.
Bathe in the glow.
Consume.
Slain an enemy. Slayer.
So you can see her one creates a barrier of night around herself for 1 second that mitigates damage from the next hostile ability that hits her. Basic attacks are also mitigated for the entire duration that the shield is up. Nox cleanses roots and slows while this ability is active. You can see that her mitigation goes up as she levels up the spell, but nothing else scales. It looks like, sorry, I take that back. It looks like maybe the cooldown scaled and the cost scaled. Oh, no, the cooldown is affected by my items. Sorry, never mind. Her number 2, Nox launches a raven that spreads night along its path. Every enemy it touches takes damage, is silenced, and is shrouded in darkness. The Shroud of Darkness lasts for 5 seconds. Now, the silence only lasts for a second, so it's important to remember, which I didn't do right there when I was attacking Robot, was you don't want to cast your Night Terror immediately after Nightfall Raven, because you will have silenced them, and Night Terror is based on them using abilities, and if they're silenced, they can't use abilities. Her number 3 is Siphon Darkness. It's a ground target. Nox targets the ground and attempts to consume all darkness in that area, and enemies who are standing in the area take damage. If a target is shrouded in darkness, then it takes double the amount of damage. So if you can, you basically want to use this mainly on targets that have already been shrouded in darkness. But as you can see, the cooldown on this spell with minimal, with full cooldown reduction is only 1.8 seconds. So you can cast this way more frequently, obviously, than you can your Nightfall Raven. The Night Terror, which is her ult, affects enemy gods. It does magic damage, range 55 feet. She links her shadow with an enemy player, dealing damage. While linked with Nox, enemies take damage every time they use an ability. Nox's ability cooldowns are also reduced by 5 seconds every time an enemy uses an ability while linked. The link is broken by moving out of range or after 5 seconds. So if you move out of 55 feet range, it will break, or after 5 seconds, but anytime during that 5 seconds, if the enemy casts an ability, it will cause them 190 damage, plus, I'm sorry, I didn't see the, oh, I forgot they don't give you the percentage right in here anymore. I think it was 40 or 50% of your magic damage. No, I don't remember. Maybe it's more like 75. But every time the enemy uses an ability, which will cause them damage, it will also reduce her cooldowns by 5 seconds, which is pretty huge. And then her passive, her candles, that's the candle thing. Every time an enemy uses an ability near her, one of her candles will light up. Once she gets all 4 candles lit, her next ability will cost no mana. And that's enemies within 80 feet of her will give her a candle. So she doesn't have to be right in the thick of battle for that to be effective. So we'll just go in one more time on Robot, and I'm just going to go ahead and start with my ult, because I know that he's going to be using abilities from the get-go. Or not. Maybe Robot's smart enough not to use abilities. We'll try to reset that.
Bathe in the glow.
Goodness!
Slaying an enemy. Later.
Thing is, if you guys are cooldowns, she can pretty much wreck somebody.
Bathe the glow.
Silence.
I don't know. It looks like that ability may actually be bugging Robot. When I use my ult on him, he just quits attacking me altogether. So, I'll try it on somebody else once cooldowns. She can clear camps quite easily at level 20. Harpies you saw just took her 2 abilities. She wiped out the whole camp.
Night will always return.
Okay, so I guess she can't really solo the fire giant. Yeah, let's go try. Ah, dang it! I just used my ult. That was dumb. We'll check out her wave clear. I have a feeling with her 2-3 combo, wave clear is not going to be a problem. As long as you can get them stacked up.
Silence.
Yeah, her wave clear is not a problem at all. Her 3 will almost clear each pack, and it's only on a, what was it, a 1.6 second cooldown or something. 1.8. And we're gonna try Robot one more time with this ult and see if it bugs him out again. I'll try just shooting at him for a little bit first.
Bathe the glow. Slain an enemy. Later.
Alright, that time it didn't bug him out. It didn't seem like he, I mean, I don't know if he just had already blown all his cooldowns, he didn't have any left, or he was smart enough.
Bathe the
Smart enough
glow.
not to gas, I'm not sure.
You have slain an enemy.
Alright, well anyway, there you go. There's a quick look at her abilities. We'll go through her voice pack real quick and see what that sounds like. Oh, I guess I gotta buy that first. I'll go ahead and make a video a little bit later with the voice pack. Let me know in the comments if there's something that you guys would like to see from this patch. There aren't a whole lot of huge changes. There were a couple buffs, a couple bug fixes. But if there's anything specific you'd like to see, like if you'd like to see how Amu's Cab performs now that his ult has been, his cast time has been shortened or something like that, just let me know in the comments, and I'll try and make a video for you guys here a little bit later today. Alright, This is Tagged Ya, signing off.